do you also want to say, sure, I'm glad I'm not in everybody's shoes here that have to go back and take a message to an office, but I do agree that as long as we keep people accountable and keep having events where we talk and chat about things, this is where we will make strides. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you are all aware, and we have mentioned it earlier on in the day, maybe some of you weren't here, but this is the last official function of our National Executive Director of DSSA, Ansela. She's been with us for 9 years. And when I say us, I've been there for half a year, so I include myself in the package. Ansela, the National Executive and the South Advocates, parents have put a little something together for you. And yes, let's enjoy it. Do you want to come sit here in front? Think so that you can see properly. Do you have a tissue? Use the tablecloth, that's fine.
Dear Angela, I just wanted to say a big thank you from all of us at the Down Syndrome Association South Africa for all your hard work at the Down Syndrome South Africa. Your dedication and effort have made a really big difference in helping people with Down syndrome and their families across our country. Your leadership at the association has been important, guiding us with care and wisdom. We really appreciate this passion and energy you brought to our role. Your advocacy for the right and happiness of people with Down syndrome is truly inspiring. Thank you for everything you've done. We're going to miss you and we wish you all the best for the future. Warm wishes, Luan Swanepoel, Chairperson South Advocates, Down Syndrome Association.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to say goodbye to Ansela. As Chief Executive Officer of Down Syndrome South Africa, on behalf of the Free State Down Syndrome Association, we have worked closely together for many years, and Ansela has taught me so much about my rights as a person with Down syndrome. Thank you, Ansela, for every opportunity you gave me to learn and to develop not only as a person with Down syndrome, but as a woman with the same needs as any other woman. Your input in my life has been a blessing to me, and you also motivated me to start the Down Syndrome Free State Adult Group. You gave me opportunities to attend webinars and to speak at many forums. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rain falls soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hands.
Ansela, dis Kevin. En ek wil net sê dankie vir alles. En is jammer dat jy gaan. Maar ek wil net sê baie dankie dat jy alles vir my gedoen het. En ek wil net sê is op my hart is ek sê wat jy gaan. Maar vir my wil ek net huil. Want ek gaan jou mis en ek gaan vir jou verlang. En ek hoop jy 'n lekker dag hê.
DSSA.
Hi, Angela. Thank you for all your hard work to help the South Africans like me. We learned a lot from you about being a South African. We are going to miss you a lot. And good luck and farewell from all of us.
Hello, Auntie Ansela. This is a message from Down Syndrome Amatola. I want to honor you and thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you did for us. You are always really enthusiastic and positive. You think of others before yourself. May we follow your example. Eat well, enjoy more time for yourself, and may God bless you on the road ahead.
So let your life begin, 'cause this is not goodbye. It's just I love you to take with you until you're home again.
Marie? Namens
If you will, I apologize, Ansela, that I'm sitting. I really want to stand really and applaud and honor you for the wonderful work you've done in this association as sort of 20, 30 years that we've known you. It's just unbelievable all the big heights to which you've taken Down Syndrome South Africa. It was still a very parochial, small organization when you took over as executive director, and you really took us onto the international stage, especially in Africa, forging links with so many different organizations across the continent. I think your major contribution has now been expressed by all these South Africans. You have really pushed this as a unique new avenue, and I think today's symposium actually gives testimony to that work. You know, the fact that so many young people can stand up and speak for themselves. We as parents are so happy because you've given them wings. They are so resilient, you know, they stand up to us as well. And I think it's the future for Down syndrome, which you've really graciously shared all your valuable hours, family time. Everyone knows in the disability sector, the kind of work that you do is just not well paid. It's mostly volunteer work. You've been very strong as giving leadership to all the branches. You've been an absolute star in protecting our constitution in a time where there's always a tendency to corruption, and I really salute you for having been very firm with branches that were not performing, creating new branches. There's so much I can say about the work that you've done, but the outreaches, you know, that is just amazing what Down syndrome is doing in its own quiet way to reach out to parents and families in very underprivileged contexts. I think you're actually doing more than the Department of Health is doing in the field of outreach and early stimulation. It's a model, and it's largely unsung because of you being such a modest person. And I've been wishing that this day would not come. I was hoping you would change your mind, that you are really leaving Down syndrome South Africa poorer than when you joined with your departure. So thank you. It's my pleasure to give you the certificate of recognition that has been signed by Linda Davis, the chairperson of Down syndrome South Africa, and I think everyone agrees that you've just been wonderful, Ansela. Thank you so much.
You want to say something? Ansela, just a minute.
To say goodbye.
Duan's got something to you as well.
I know.
This is the first time I saw Angela. 2005. I was there before. that's why I told you to come to now. And for me, it's a bit privilege to tell you.
Just give it a minute.
But I love you. And all love you. Thank you for the hard work and
I think the National Self-Advocacy has been my biggest fight. I've grown not because of me and what I brought to them, but what they have brought to me. This guy who have actually laid the foundation. And my inspiration was my daughter. Denise, she was an inspiration in living today, because I was fortunate. When she was born, I had family support. I had financial means to go and seek out the best medical treatment. And then I realized that there were other families that didn't have opportunities at the time. And so I had a job to do. And that was to reach out to them and make sure that they had the support structures that I had. So that empowered me, and that was my inspiration. And so this self-evidence, you have been my achievement, and that's what I take away with me. I'm so proud of you. I will still be there, but I will still be on the national platform. And I wish that all the other national candidates from across South Africa could join us today. But we also the messages, and I'm really grateful for that. And yes, my journey has not come to an end without some South Africa, but it's not completely goodbye. I will still be involved in the shadows. But thank you to everybody who supported me, to the parents, to my colleagues, member associations, to my mentors, to my family. Thank you for everything. And thank you for placing us with your presence today. I am very, very grateful. Thank you. For all the self-advocates for your amazing work today. Today you have demonstrated that you are artists, you are actors, you are employees, you are motivation speakers, and if anyone leaves this room doubting their potential, then I don't know what more they need to show what they can do. So thank you. You are amazing. I also want to say thank you to Annalise. Annalise, thank you for your hard work for today.
Mike.
I'm sure they can hear me. Thank you so much. I know it's been rough, but it's now finally over. And thank you so much for everything. Denise?
Well, Tamisi. This is the face I looked into, said, I need you. Thank you, Mister.
So self-educates, I just got a small token.
Wait, it's not over yet. Dalian has also not got a space there. Just quickly, Dalian. Right. Kwesi, you also want to, we're all going to, Kwesi also wants to say something. Okay, Rose.
And thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Can I give them their gifts now?
Yes, I think let all the self-advocates come to the front. And while they are making their way, and before I give Dr. Yakumina a chance to say her vote of thanks, we just want to thank, first of all, I want to thank all the exhibitors that came out today, that showed you today what self-advocates have, entrepreneurs that they've done, work that they've done, and that they've actually done their bit, and that they can actually earn an income from what they have created. And thank you for supporting them. Thank you to the parents that have come out, that have come to show you what it is that they create in order to sustain an income, but also to make life easier for children with disability. I want to thank each and every self-advocate today that have spoken, that have delivered an item, that have just been present, that have announced a speaker, and I know Pretoria Association has already left, but to them also for bringing out their learners today. Mpo, to you, thank you very much also for attending. I really, really appreciate it. So ladies and gentlemen, our self-advocates are not just our self-advocates, all children with, all persons with Down syndrome is our focus, but they were representing today, and thank you very much for your hard work. And then I want to thank all the speakers today. Without you, this wouldn't have been possible. You did it for us for free of charge, out of the goodness of your heart, and because I think you believe in the kind of work that we are trying to catch fire so that it can actually burn ablaze and we can just make strides. I want to thank the sound and technical team of UNISA for standing by. Titus, thank you very much for assisting us today. I want to thank the hospitality team for ensuring that we had something to drink and to eat. Thank you very much for that. I want to thank our photographers and our videographers, Vickers and Francois, for being around the whole day. They have recorded everything and it will be made available for you either on the DSSA website or we will mail it to everybody that registered. I want to thank the volunteers who raised their hand to say, I'm not going to gain anything from this, but let me come out today because I believe in the story. I believe in ending stereotypes, and let me come and assist. Right, I want to thank Daneo, my co-program director. Daneo was thrown into the deep end today, but Daneo, thank you very much for being my sidekick. I really, really appreciate it. I also want to thank our sponsors that have given graciously, financially, and also in gifts and so forth. We really, really appreciate it. Without you, it's not possible. I want to thank each and every parent that have come today, that have taken out time to invest in their children and to know, to get to know more about them. And then I'm going to call on Ansela to please hand over a token of our appreciation to Professor Pasha and to Dora, Ledwaba, and Dr. Ledwaba. Getting to that, so if the three of you could please join us here in front for a small token of our appreciation. Surprise! Here we go, Ansela.
Just a small token of appreciation from Down Syndrome South Africa for joining hands and partnering with Down Syndrome South Africa in this collaboration and hosting us for today, but also that you have made a commitment to continue this collaboration. So in appreciation, we just wanted to present this to you. Thank you so much for all you have done for hosting us today. Thank you.
And here's the gifts. Remember, if Dr. Gloria's already using.
Thank you for all your hard work. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
My apologies, it's Professor Matlo. that's waiting in the wings to end of our day today with a vote of thanks. Professor Matlo, please.
Afternoon, colleagues. It's evening. What a day, what an emotional ending. Thank you very much for attending the symposium. I'm standing here on behalf of UNISA and on behalf of my head of department, Dr. Mutitswe, who couldn't be here to give a vote of thanks because of the other commitments that he had. I think Mrs. Annelies has already thanked all the people who participated in this event, and I'm not going to repeat that. But I'm just going to say that to all the speakers and all the people who attended the symposium, we heard you, and collaboration is key if you want to succeed in inclusive education. So colleagues and parents and young adults who were introducing speakers there, we are proud of you and we see your achievements. And we appreciate all that Down Syndrome South Africa is doing to enhance your well-being. Thank you very much for everyone who has attended the seminar, and as UNISA, we say thank you for coming to our beautiful university to experience what we experience on a daily basis. Thank you.
Before I give the final word, I just want to remind you to please leave your name tags on the table. So if you could remove them and just leave them on the table, we will collect them. Thank you very much. When I started the session, I told you my story of why I began as a teacher. And I still believe in the same vision that after today, if you as a stakeholder, a parent, a teacher, a self-advocate, if you see your child, if you see a person with Down syndrome, the first thing that needs to be fixed is the attitude. If your attitude is correct, then you will be able to see and to find their abilities. Once you have found their abilities, you can assist them, you can support them to become people that can accomplish something. And when people accomplish something, it encourages them to actually fly and achieve. I bid you all farewell, travel safely, and thank you for attending. Until next year.